Welcome to Lola's Frugal Life Podcast. If you're on a mission to be more frugal with both your time and money, you're in the right place. In this podcast, we talk about topics that help enhance living a frugal lifestyle. The goal is to save time and money where we can so that we can use the rest on what matters most to us. We talk a lot about both time and money management so that we can waste as little as possible on both. We do this while also embracing a progress over perfection mindset. If that sounds good to you, then please stick around for the latest episode right after a few quick words from our sponsor. Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly meal plan episode. If you're new here, welcome to the show. This is just a quick episode that I do on Wednesdays where I share my meal plan for my family with you guys in case maybe it helps motivate you to get your meal plan together, or maybe you might hear an idea of something you might want to make from the things that we have on our meal plan. So this meal plan is also available in a blog post every week on the same day that this podcast comes out on my website at lolasfrugallife.com. And that's where you can find the full meal plan and links to any recipes that I might mention in this episode. So this week starts on Saturday, October 29th. And for Saturday, we're going to be doing oven-baked chicken, which is from BettyCrocker.com. I always use chicken thighs to make this. I think the recipe calls for a cut up whole chicken, but I just always make it with chicken thighs with the skin on. And I really like not only me, but my whole family really likes how it comes out. The skin comes out really crispy. And it's my favorite way to make chicken in the oven, and it's so super quick and easy. So we're doing that. And then for a side, we're going to be doing cheesy instant pot rice and vegetables, which is from the saltymarshmallow.com. So this is, you basically put like rice and frozen vegetables in the Instant Pot and you cook it. And then at the end, you add in some shredded cheese and mix it all up. And since it's rice and vegetables all together, I'm just doing that one side, and that's going with the chicken. For Sunday, I'm going to be doing baked ziti. This recipe is actually baked ziti Roman numeral 2, and it's from allrecipes.com. It's just a really simple, basic baked ziti. It's like you boil the ziti, you put ricotta cheese, sauce, egg, and mix it up. Did I say mozzarella? Mozzarella, ricotta, whatever, eggs, you know how you make baked ziti. Mix it up, put the cooked pasta in there, and then bake it in the oven. So just very simple recipe. And then I'm also going to be doing Chef John's Italian meatballs, which is also from allrecipes.com. And this is just like a meatball recipe, kind of basic also. It's like, breadcrumbs. This one calls for ground beef and ground pork, but I just do it with the ground beef. I've just never done it the other way. So then just some seasonings, and then these meatballs bake in the oven. So we'll be doing that with the baked ziti. For Monday, I'm actually not going to be cooking because it's Halloween, and I probably am going to order in like pizza or something just for fun, hoping that we'll get a bunch of trick-or-treaters. And I thought it would be nice to just not be cooking that night. So I'm not going to cook Monday night. So I don't have a recipe to share for Monday. For Tuesday, we always do our Mexican theme meal. So this week I'm going to be doing the Southwest ground beef and sweet potato skillet, which is from reciperunner.com. It's just like it's a one pan, one skillet dish or whatever. It's like you cook up ground beef and sweet potatoes and, what else is in it? It's just like seasonings. You top it with cheese. I don't remember all the details of it, but it went good with like nachos too, or you probably could serve it maybe over rice if you wanted to, but we're going to be doing that for Tuesday. For Wednesday, we always do some type of seafood. So this week, we're going to be doing the bacon wrap barbecue shrimp, which is from allrecipes.com. When I make this one, I just take the bacon and I cut it up into little pieces and layer it over the shrimp rather than actually wrapping the shrimp. It comes out just as good, I think, and it saves a lot of time. And then as a side, we're going to be doing fried rice, which is from mydaintysoulcurry.com. And this is like a Instant Pot fried rice recipe where you put like the rice and the vegetables and everything in the Instant Pot and just cook it up, and that'll be an easy side to go with the shrimp. For Thursday, we're going to be doing Instant Pot chicken and rice soup, which is from themovementmenu.com. I found the last time I made this, there was too much rice. So just to point that out, when I make this time, I'm going to cut the rice in half and see how it goes that way, because it just seemed like it got too ricey. I don't know how you would describe that, but like it was almost more like a stew consistency because there was so much rice in the soup. So I don't know. I don't think I did anything wrong, but whatever. I'm going to try and do half the rice this time and just see how it comes out. But otherwise it tastes really good. Like even when it was too much rice, it still tasted really good. I just feel like it would be a little bit better consistency with a little bit less rice. And I may or may not do grilled cheese on the side with that, just depending on how I'm feeling. Usually on Thursdays we do soup and grilled cheese for dinner or breakfast for dinner, because that's the night I go food shopping, and it just makes it easier for me to cook that night, because it's just usually quicker meals. And then Friday we are doing beef with peas, which is from budgetbites.com. This is another really easy meal where you take ground beef and you cook it up in a pan, and then you add potatoes and beef broth and peas to it. And then we serve that over white rice, which it's so funny. I feel like this week almost every recipe has rice. I don't normally make rice like that much almost every day. It just kind of was a coincidence. Sometimes I'm not like paying super attention to the variety of my meal plan. I just kind of rotate meals on a certain basis. Like I do, like if I cook something and it's not one of like my regular meals, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to cook this in 3 weeks or whatever, and I'll go forward and put it on my meal plan in the future. Certain things I do rotate, like on Mondays I do hamburgers every other week, I do hot dogs once a month, and ribeye steak once a month on the off week, but whatever. So those are on kind of like a regular rotation. But then sometimes the way things fall, I just wind up kind of having this like where, oh man, I didn't mean to be having rice like 4 times this week. We could do a little more variety there, but anyway. And I never really usually notice it in my meal plan until I'm doing this episode. And as I'm sharing my meal plan with you, I'm like, oh, I probably could have mixed that up a little bit better. But anyway, that is what is on my meal plan for this week. Again, you can find links to any of the recipes that I mentioned on my website at lolasfrugallife.com. I hope this motivated you or gave you some ideas for your meal plan for the upcoming week. I think meal planning is just really important because it saves us time and money and just makes things a little bit less stressful. So that's it for this week. I will see you back here next week. So thank you for checking in for this podcast episode. And don't forget, you can always email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at lolasfrugallife. And you can find a blog post for most of my episodes and definitely all of my meal plan episodes at lolasfrugallife.com. You can also join our private listeners group at facebook.com/groups/lolasfrugallife. And if you enjoy the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. And I would love it if you would screenshot the show and tag me on Instagram so I could see you're listening. Also, if you can please take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast. Those ratings and reviews are what help the show come up better in search results so that other people can find this podcast. So that will really help me in growing my audience. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an awesome day.